Pull up a chair. It's time for Truck Stop Talk with Sarge. Today we're talking about CDL schools, and more specifically, what nobody tells you before you sign up. Over the years, I've talked to thousands of drivers. Some came from company-sponsored schools. Some paid their own way. Some used military benefits. Some attended community colleges. And one thing I've learned is this. Most people don't know what questions to ask before they start. Let's get something out of the way. CDL school doesn't teach you how to be a truck driver. It teaches you how to get a CDL. Those are two different things. A CDL school teaches you enough to pass your permit, pass your pre-trip inspection, pass your backing test, pass your road test. That's the beginning of your education, not the end. The biggest mistake I see, people focus entirely on how quickly they can get their CDL, not on what happens after they get it. They ask, how long is the school? How much does it cost? Can I start next week? Those are important questions, but they're not the most important questions. Here's what you should be asking. What companies hire graduates from this school? What's the job placement rate? What carriers recruit from this school? How much actual driving time will I get? How much backing practice will I get? How many students are assigned to each instructor? Because the goal isn't just getting a CDL. The goal is getting a job. Here's another piece of advice I don't hear enough people talking about. Before you spend money on CDL school, before you quit your current job, before you make any major plans, talk to a recruiter. And I don't mean call a recruiter and ask, do you have any jobs? I mean have an honest conversation about your situation. Tell them about your driving record. Tell them about any accidents. Tell them about any moving violations. Tell them about any DUI history. Tell them about failed drug screens. Tell them about employment gaps. Tell them everything. You've got to be upfront. Because here's the reality. I've talked to people who spent thousands of dollars getting a CDL, only to discover later that their driving record, background, or other issues made finding a job much more difficult than they expected. Now, that doesn't mean opportunities don't exist. It doesn't mean you can't get hired. It means you need to understand what your options are before spending the money. I'd much rather have a difficult conversation with somebody before they start CDL school than after they've spent weeks in training and several $1,000s. Sometimes the answer is, you're good to go. Sometimes the answer is, let's wait a little while and let a ticket fall off your record. Sometimes the answer is, here's the type of carrier you should be targeting. But at least you'll know where you stand. Knowledge is free. Mistakes can get expensive. Let's talk about company-sponsored CDL training. Some people love it, some people hate it. Here's my opinion. If you don't have several $1,000s sitting around, it can be a great opportunity. But understand the trade-off. The company is investing money in you. In return, they expect you to drive for them for a period of time. That's not necessarily bad. Just make sure you understand the agreement before signing it. A lot of students worry about the wrong things. They worry about shifting. They worry about backing. They worry about passing the road test. Those things matter. But here's what I worried about when I was talking to new drivers. Can you show up on time? Can you follow instructions? Can you maintain a professional attitude? Can you communicate? Those skills will help you long after you forget half of what happened in CDL school. If you're thinking about CDL school, don't rush. Ask questions. Compare options. Understand the costs. Understand the commitments. And think about where you want to be a year from now. Because earning your CDL isn't the finish line. It's the starting line. A CDL can open doors, but what you do after you get it is what determines where those doors lead. Drive safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you at the next truck stop.